What is up, guys? Today we're looking at this knife. This is the Benchmade Griptilian. This is an older design by Mel Pardue, and as you can see here, this is in the gray and blue G10. So it's got, this is an exclusive. Actually, it's not an exclusive. It's just a special edition they did in the 20CV steel. There you can see on the blade. Come on, focus, focus. The camera. There we go. CPM 20CV, Mel Pardue design, and yeah, it's a nice Benchmade knife. This is a pretty, standard looking knife. It's very straight, plain Jane, very, designed to be used. No frills or fanciness. It's got some blue accents, the barrel spacers. It's got some jimping up here on the top of the blade, and on the back there, it's a nice long Benchmade pocket clip. This is the 20CV with this G10. This G10 is pretty nicely done. They did this cool like little cross hatching in the G10, which is kind of cool. I like what they did there. It's got a reversible pocket clip. You can flip it over for left-hand carry, and it's got a lanyard hole if you do lanyards. That's also a thing. It's got Benchmade's axis lock. You can see there, nice axis lock. You pull back, and the blade falls shut. Usually, sometimes you gotta give it a little bit of a rest. It's a little bit tighter right now. I tightened this one up a bit, so. But yeah, the action's good. Absolutely, completely solid. Maybe a tiny touch up and down, but that's pretty standard with Benchmade knives in general, or Axis style knives in general, crossbar locks. You've got standard Benchmade hardware, so T10, and then T8, I believe. Yeah. No, T6. Yeah, T6. So you got a T10 and then T6 hardware, and this nice pocket clip, which works pretty well. So, yep, pretty comfy. This one's really comfy. It fits in your hand really well because it's contoured, so it fills out your hand nicely, and it's a good length. So I can get all 4 fingers on it there with pretty much just all 4. Nothing hanging off, maybe barely anything hanging off. And then it's got this spot that you can put your finger on, but you're running up on the edge there, so I wouldn't do that. It's ground nicely. It's a flat grind. You see it's got this nice flat that runs out here. It's got this wedge on the top here. You can see there. Nice grind. I like the satin finishes that Benchmade does. They look good to me. Yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. Well, let's do some size comparisons up against some other Benchmade knives. The Benchmade Freak, or Super Freak, because this is the M4 version, and the full-size Adamas. So there you go. You see it's definitely smaller than both of those. Flip it this way so you can, camera angle can compare. There you go. Yep, so smaller than both of those. And then we'll also compare it to some smaller knives, Benchmade Bug Out, and the QSP Penguin. I consider it a full-size medium knife. Not large like the full-size Adamas is, and not, on the smaller end like the QSP Penguin, but yep, it's a medium knife. So longer than both of those, as you can see. And then I'll also compare it to some other knives like the Spyderco PM2 and the ZT-0308. So you can see there it's smaller than those as well. And actually get more cutting edge than the Paramilitary 2 because the PM2 has bad blade to handle ratio. So the way it works out, this one has more blade. But anyway, it's just an interesting thing to point out. So, yep, and we'll also take the weight on this knife. Here we go. 4.2 ounces. So, no, that's about medium. Not too heavy, not too light. Definitely in the middle of what people usually carry for knives anyway. Yep, definitely not super light as a Bug Out. It won't disappear completely in your pocket, but it's not going to be a pocket hog like this big Adamas will. But yeah, it's certainly a good knife. If you want a user and don't really care about anything fancy, you just want something that works really well for pretty much anything you're going to do, this is a good knife for you. It doesn't really stand out as anything fancy. There's nothing, you know, going on that's like, whoa, that's so cool or anything. It's just kind of, you know, just a standard pocket knife. So it's a hard-working blade. You can use these. Benchmade has a great warranty. Yeah, it's a good knife. So I will be selling this one because I like the Benchmade Freak a little bit better. I don't know, it's just comfier in hand to me, and I like the overall size and length and blade shape better. So yep, so this one's not staying in the collection. He's going bye-bye, but it's a good knife to check out. Definitely good to feel out Benchmade's knives. Definitely good to check this one out. It's a good size, good knife overall. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Benchmade Griptilian. I thought it was cool to get the G10. Usually they also come in other versions. You can customize these. They come in all kinds of different scale options, and you can there's so many different aftermarket parts for it. So yep. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know what your favorite Benchmade knife is. I know there's been some controversy lately about Benchmade knives in general and their pricing, but we're not gonna get into that today. And tell me what knife you're carrying today. Thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.